and the realest reaction only on 1027 The Game, your home for ESPN Radio. Unsportsmanlike delivers the passion every true sports fan craves, brought to you by Floor Concepts, where design meets durability. It's Unsportsmanlike, weekday mornings, 5 to 8, only on 1027 The Game.
At DePaul University, your dreams don't wait for opportunity. We meet 100% of each student's demonstrated financial need. Nothing should stand between you and your potential. Visit depauw.edu.
And now, Western Kentucky weather on 1027 The Game.
Here's your 14 first alert forecast. Overnight, mostly clear with a low of 65 and some patchy fog possible late. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, less humid with a high of 86. Tomorrow night, mostly clear and calm with a low of 68. And Wednesday, partly to mostly cloudy with a high of 86 and a 40% chance of rain. I'm meteorologist Arden Gregory with your 14 first alert forecast.
From the Floor Concept Studios, ESPN Radio, all sports, all the time. Kentuckiana sports leader, 1027 WLME, Lewisport, 1027 The Game.
We're on the air.
102.10.
Well, it's starting early today, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it's Clarence. Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to
Lineman 5.
It's Live at 5, and it's brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree, FWHlegal.com. And now, your host for Live at 5, Stephen A. Turner.
What's up, and welcome to Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree. Your one call for injury law. That's FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner here, Floor Concept Studio. Sometimes you forget you're doing a video production as well as an audio production.
You're going to have to remember that, Steve, going forward.
I know, right? It's the times are video killed the radio, whatever you, I don't know, I'm going to say star.
It's not dead.
No, we're still
alive right now.
It's right. We'll be two for one, right? Best of both worlds.
3 for 1, actually.
Okay. We'll let you talk about that because you don't want me talking anything technical. Download that Owensboro Radio app. You can listen to this clown show anywhere in the world. Follow along out there on social media. As Chris is letting us know, you can't hear us on the stream. We'll adjust that moving forward on the stream. The stream listeners are letting me know that the audio is drowning us. You don't want to miss that last take at the end of the show. That's usually like a really hot take.
Yeah, so it's just on the audio live stream.
It's on the audio live stream. Okay. No worries.
It's not on this end. That's
the music's
on the computer
gone. You can hear us now. We're fine. Anyway, social media, we're streaming. And it sounds good there.
Yep.
We
already checked
that, right? Green River Area Federal Credit Union text line 270-903-0389. And then if you want to listen on the podcast, outlets were available wherever. You consume those. It is game week. Mm-hmm. We're finally here. The summer was a grind, but it was fun.
It was over. Summer's over, and now it's on. And
the weather would say otherwise, but yeah, it's officially football season.
It's officially football season. It's game week 1, and we'll have quite a few. We'll have things all over the radio for you for week 1.
We're going to discuss that just a little bit. We got the game week pick'em. This is coming up this week. In the segment 2, we're going to run down all the games on the pick'em.
Okay.
I won't be here Friday. I mean, maybe I will be calling in to predict. I don't know. We haven't settled the schedule on that yet, but I am traveling this weekend.
Probably going to be recorded of some sort. Because I'm on my way on the road again.
That's fair. That's fair. So on the road again. But we'll talk a little NFL preseason as well in the final segment. But, man, we're going to waste no more time here in the house. We got our Green River Area Federal Credit Union guest of the game, former Apollo Eagle, former Mr. Tennessee Tech himself, Mr. Logan Weedman, joining us here on the program. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, man. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be in here talking about ball with you guys. And just last time I was in here was whenever I was in high school, so it's glad to be back.
That's what I was saying. I was like, man, you've been off to college. You're talking about big-time Division I level football. This is nothing for you. And you're like, well, I think the last time I was on the radio was with you guys. I was like, okay, that's cool. We'll take that. Well, offensive linemen don't get no love that, right?
No radio time.
Right. Like you run for 500 yards as a team in a game. The last thing they're going to do is come get an O-lineman and say, hey, man, talk about the game, right? No love.
They'll interview the running backs and the quarterbacks for sure.
That's right, man. But the people that paved the way, man, just don't quite get the love.
Go get you like 6 holding points in the game, and they'll come and talk to you. Want to know what the heck was wrong with you?
That's one interview in your locker. That's for sure after the game. But I got you down as a 4-year starter at Tennessee Tech. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I played 5 seasons out there. I started in games my sophomore season, which would be my true freshman season, my redshirt freshman season, because my true freshman season I used a redshirt year, giving me 5 seasons to play.
Yeah, and how important was that, man? Like, because that's one thing I want to focus on in this interview is just talking about the recruiting process, because I know that was big with you. I mean, you were one of the marquee recruits. I think you were one of the first in our area to start kind of breaking that door down for the recruiting, and then the red shirt thing, just that transition in. How the red shirt? Talk about that a little bit.
So I came in. We had some older guys on the O line.
Yeah, and plus you were like 15.
Right.
Like he graduated like high school at like 15.
Like Doogie Howser over here. Yeah.
I did graduate at 17. Got there. I was one of the younger guys on the team for sure. And then just seeing like the change between high school ball and college ball, it's obviously a big difference. And just really not knowing exactly what to expect, not knowing the level of play that I was at, and then just like seeing that it's like a different tempo, different pace of play from high school to college, and then from college on up. But just every time you switch levels at any sport, it's going to be just a change. It might be even shocking at the pace, but having that year to just develop, get a ton of reps in practice, on scout team, whatever it looks like, and then you get past the season, which whenever you redshirt, you can play in up to 4 games in football. So I got to play in 4 games, whether it was because someone got hurt or into the game, like just get reps for the young guys. So I got to play in 4 games and then still use my redshirt year, which was big time because that really helped me to like acclimate to the speed of the game, get good game reps. I remember my my offensive line coach, I went in because someone's helmet popped off and they had to come out. So I went in for literally 1 play. And then next week at practice, like I did something wrong. My coach is like, "You're not a freshman anymore. Like, you got in the game. You can't make these mistakes."
Well, my question for you is, I mean, any thought of finding you a judge? I mean, now with this new 5 to play 5, you were under the old 5 to play 4, so you only played 4 years. Has Tennessee called you? Tennessee Tech called and been like, "Hey,
we got a judge down here.
We got a judge down here that gets you another year. Come play tackle for us." Have you thought about that at all?
I have not thought about it. I don't really know too much about it. I haven't heard from Tech wanting me to come back yet, but I'm sure if that was an option, then I wish that I could go back and play. I mean, college football is
just go
awesome.
find you a judge. I mean, they're all over the place now.
Right. I mean, I guess the development worked, right? Because I mean, you grew into a team captain, right? All first team conference, all academic team. So I mean, the accolades kind of speak for themselves, and you look at the numbers, and it's hard because, like you said, you can kind of look at a running back and say, "Oh, he's got 7 yards a carry," or quarterback, 70% efficiency rate. But looking at the statistics for you, what's available out there, man, playing at a very high level throughout your college career, and just that growth. I mean, how long did it take you to feel comfortable at that level?
It just came with reps, to be honest. Like my sophomore year, I played a lot of guard, which a lot of people say guard is easier than tackle in terms of like pace of the game and just skill level or whatever. But I started at guard, went left and right. I was kind of like the guy that could fit in anywhere.
Swing guy. He was a swing lineman.
Absolutely. So if there was an injury, I came in, and that's actually where I got a lot of my reps. My second year was off injuries, which at this position, you got to be ready at any point. Like that's how you get your experience at a young age, and then just reps. The more reps you get, the more the game slows down, and a lot of that's like in the film room too, like off the field. You're just watching yourself play over and over again. What can I do better? What can I improve at? What am I doing wrong? And then like watching other players, like maybe NFL players or people at my position that are really good. What are they doing right? How do I implement that into my game? And then as I got more experience, like I said, it just got easier. The game slowed down. Was able to play at a lot higher level.
One thing I'm fascinated by is, as we're talking to Loden Weeman, our Green River Area Federal Credit Union guest of the game, is those offensive line coaches a lot of times are just a different breed of character. I mean, did you have one down there where you were playing?
So while I was there, I actually had 2 different staffs and then 3 different OCs, 3 different O-line coaches.
Okay,
and every O-line coach like has their own like quirk of just like what makes them weird, and what makes them cool and different. Which a lot of the times you're dealing with offensive linemen in general, people are like, oh, those are just the weird guys. Like, but anyways, like coaches have their own quirks and their own like screw loose, you could say. So
you have to have a little bit of a screw loose to play offense.
You do. I mean, the only time you hear your name called or your number called is when you do something wrong. I mean, it's like the only play, the only place in the world. I'm upset Tennessee Tech hadn't called me like, hey, man, let's get you back down. Let's go you back. Let's play that 5th year now. You can get that red shirt back.
Talk about, your senior year. You look at what I had down. I looked at your profile. I looked at the team profile. And the offense seemed to be pretty prolific, right? Set records, school records for most points scored, rushing touchdowns, total offense. And for you to be up front to pave the way for something like that, I feel like you guys had it working pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Like from the beginning of my college career to the end, there was a major shift in level of play, in wins. So 2024 season was like the first positive season in a long time. We actually tied for the conference. And then this past season, we went undefeated in the conference and then went 11-2, right? So that was like the best season in a long time, most fun I've had playing football. But just being a part of that was awesome. We had a lot of dominant athletes on the field for sure. And you could tell just like the level of play from like us and like level of preparedness with us compared to the other teams. It was just, it was, you could tell like Kentucky was like really, I was like, all right, we're going to go here and beat Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
but no.
I kind of thought that too, to be honest with you. Last year, I was following you into that game. I recall that. It is. But I mean, looking back on the season, coming into that game, you guys were riding high.
Yeah, we were. It was awesome. We had a lot of support from the community. I mean, the guys like on the team just had a mentality of grab a shovel was our mantra, actually. Like ESPN did like a game on documentary about our team, and the title was Grab a Shovel, and that was our thing. It was just like, grab a shovel, jump in the ditch, and start digging. Like, that's our blue-collar mentality of, all right, whatever it takes, you just got to go do it. It doesn't matter if you got to get your hands dirty. If you got to do something you don't want to do, you just do it.
Yeah, man, and take us through, obviously, you had some dreams, right, to play in the NFL. Take us through that whole process, because the whole draft process, I mean, you go 7 rounds, and then after the draft, if you follow the NFL closely, your team goes out and signs about
15
to 20 guys that are undrafted. So you have this massive crop of players. Take us through that whole process and how that went for you.
So I finished up my college career, and I was hoping for a call from an agent to sign me. Well, that didn't come. I ended up getting All-American honors from multiple different credible sources, and then that would be for the FCS level. So then I was like, all right, All-American honors, maybe I can have a shot at this. Maybe I can get my name out there a little bit better. So then I went up to Knoxville and trained with some NFL vets. Lee Smith played for the Raiders, John Feliciano, 49ers guy. But I went up there, trained there for maybe 3 months, just grinding every day. Like, here's your schedule, all the meals taken care of. So I did that in preparation for a pro day or if I got invited to the combine. But I ended up doing my pro day over at East Tennessee State. I did really well.
I remember following that here on Live at 5. Yeah.
It was awesome. I got to finally show what I'd been grinding for, like with these numbers on the 40-yard dash and the vertical, all those tests. Just being able to put that on display was awesome. Just being in an environment where like all eyes are on you was special. And unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of scouts there, but the scouts that were there, hopefully that they saw something good. But after the pro day, before the pro day, I had signed an agent maybe a month and a half before that, and he was representing me. He used my pro day numbers and got me an opportunity in Texas for like a smaller league that was resuming called the Continental Football League. So I went there this summer for about a month and a half, 2 months, and I got to play football there. It was pretty awesome. So the reason they call it the Continental Football League is you play 3 quarters of NFL rules. The 4th quarter, continental shift, and then you run CFL rules, Canadian football rules.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
I like that concept.
It was pretty fun. The league's all about just getting tape for the CFL, for the NFL. I played with a lot of guys that were in the NFL, whether it was active roster, practice squad. One of the guys was a Patriot Super Bowl champ. So he was there, just like a different mixture of guys that just got out of college looking for an opportunity, guys that came down from the CFL, UFL, just trying to get back up.
Yeah, and the CFL wanted you to come up, right? Like way up in the middle of nowhere, right? And try out, or
had some conversations with Hamilton,
Yeah.
and that ended up falling through. Unfortunately, they ended up picking up some other offensive linemen in my place.
But you seem like you're happy to be home, right? You kind of embraced. I mean, the football grind. I mean, for you, you really didn't have an off season, right? Because I mean, as soon as you get done with the season, you start draft prep, you start this other league. So now being back home, it seems like you've kind of embraced that. I know you're over at Apollo now, helping out on the staff.
Well, see, what he did, Steve, was he did what Mick was trying to tell Rocky: don't get married.
Oh yeah,
like all of a sudden it changes everything. You're not as hungry anymore. That's what he did. Now he's into coaching.
I get that completely, right?
I did get married a couple months ago to my beautiful wife.
Congratulations! We're teasing.
No, absolutely. But I love being home. I've been off playing football for years now, so I've just missed being at home with my family, with my wife. So if football doesn't work out and I have to stay in Owensboro or get to stay in Owensboro, then that's fine with me.
Yeah, man, and there's so many opportunities these days. Like I feel like,
well, I mean, John Edge, there you go. He's an offensive line coach. I mean, right up the road. There you go.
Well, you stay around the game by doing that. But if a UFL team like the Louisville Kings, who just won the
UFL championship,
right, gets on the line, you never know. We might see Logan Weedman out there coming up in the spring. But, man, how are you enjoying your time over there coaching with Coach Edge?
Man, it's fun. Coach Edge was my coach my senior year. I love playing for him, and now I love just working alongside him, helping these kids out because I know how they feel being in their shoes. Like, all right, I want to play college ball. How do I do it? Or maybe I don't want to play college ball, but I'm good enough to. Should I? Like, stuff like that. And just maybe it's not college football at all. Maybe it's just, all right, how do I do this in life? And you learn a lot of that through sports, especially in high school. So I just like being a part of that, being able to help mold young gentlemen into great men.
Yeah, and I feel like I said, you got a Kentucky offer before anybody in the city really even knew your name. You were going to these camps, and boom, you brought Coach Hawkins, right? Was it Coach Hawkins? Yeah, that was there. And, man, did a great job promoting that program, and you got that big offer. Then you kind of burst onto the scene. So you had the experience of those offers coming in and going to the camps and trying to make a college decision. If you had to give a piece of advice to kids that are going through that, no matter what level it is, I play wherever you can play. If you love the game and you can get your college paid for, no matter what level, what would be your advice to the young athletes out there going through that?
So absolutely. Whenever I was a freshman, like I didn't even know that I could play college football, right? And then Coach Philip Hawkins came in. He was our head coach, and then he basically showed me like this is a possibility for you. This is a good possibility for you because he came in, saw like a guy. I remember it was me and Parker Bates, like Cade Kroom, guys that had a big frame, guys that had the body to play college football, so he came in, saw that. So then he made that reality true of, you can do this. You can play at the next level, whether it's D1 or whether it's NAIA ball. Like either one is cool. Like everything in between is awesome. Just being able to play more football. So just going through that experience, going through the recruiting process, what that looked like for me was just going to camps and just showcasing my skills. At the time, I was playing D-end and tight end whenever I was, like, younger in my high school career.
I remember you taking those tight end reps.
No doubt.
That's scary.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. You see that a lot of times at the college level. You look at the guy from Notre Dame that playing for the Chargers, Joe Alt. When he came in, he was like a two-star because in high school – he played tight end, and Notre Dame looked at him and said, no, your dad was a 15-year vet in the NFL. You'll make a perfect left tackle.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So UK saw me as a tight end. They just offered me before I ever even had a varsity snap. That's how a lot of, like, the P5, like, bigger schools, they'll offer guys and whenever they're young just so they can be, like, on their radar or whatever, keep track of them. Well, I ended up gaining weight, playing offensive line, and then playing interior D-line in high school. I played both ways most of the time. So then I was going to camps for O-line, just learning from my mistakes at these camps, going against dudes. Because like at your high school, you might be one of the better guys on the team, but you go to these camps and everyone's
just like, the best guy on their team.
No doubt. So it's just like that, improving your skill there and just getting in front of coaches. A lot of it's like social media too. Like, how do I make my brand with my name, with my film, like putting it on Twitter, Instagram, to where these coaches can see it. And then Another big part of it is, all right, what am I doing off the field to make sure these coaches are not like looking me over? Because if a college coach or recruiter is looking at two guys and they're the same level of skill on the field, all right, now what do you look past? What do you look at then? You look past the field. You look at like school. All right, are their grades good? Are they missing class? Are they a list guy? That's what we use a lot in college. It's like, don't be a list guy. You don't want to be on a list going on the head coach's table or desk like something he has to worry about. You want to be some guy that causes no problems, that makes you more advertisable, or like to college coaches, like we want this guy. He's not going to cause trouble for us.
It's going to be helping. He got Michael Lawrence, who just committed to Murray State, the offensive lineman, sitting right over there with Logan to help him out and teach him along the ropes.
Great advice.
This fall.
Social media is huge in recruiting, I feel like.
It can also be a big detriment. You also got to watch what goes on to social media.
That's what I mean. I think that's more of that than really even the film part, is making sure you're squared away and you're doing the right things on social media. But we're joined by Logan Weedman here, Green River Area Federal Credit Union guest of the game. Talk about your family support, man, before we get you out of here, because, I've made friends with your dad when you were young. You were a freshman in school then, and we've stayed close and stayed in communication then, and just having that family support like none other has got to have meant the world to you through your whole career. Yeah,
it's been awesome. Like, I don't think there's one game. I could probably count on one hand how many games that I've had like no family at an event, right? And those are the games that are like 8 hours away, 12 hours away. But other than that, like my family's been at every game supporting me whenever we were going like 3-7, or whether we're going 11-2, right? They didn't care. They just wanted to come see me play and support me no matter what team I was on, if we were good or bad. And just seeing them up in the stands was like made it way easier to play hard. And like all my teammates in college, like they knew my family was there. Everyone's got the 73 jerseys on, like the Weedman clan. And of course, my dad's always on the Jumbotron dancing at all the games.
That's incredible. I can see that for sure. Yeah, it's awesome, man. I mean, to have that support like that, I'm sure it helps, power you through to the next year. Because it's a long career that you've had, long illustrious career, and that support really goes a long way. Now on the Apollo staff, last thing we got here before we wrap this thing up is I can say that the ink's not dry. Normally they don't let us do this.
No, it's just a verbal agreement.
I'm going to go a little Adam Schefter route here and just say agreed in principle.
Agreed in principle.
Right? The contract has not been signed.
No, it could fall through.
It could, but tentatively, as you're sitting here right now, Logan, WVJS and Cromwell Media has forged out a partnership with Apollo Athletics. A lot of this by the working of the man over here to my right, Mr. Vic Evans, and athletic director Josh Jackson over there at Apollo's kind of worked things together, trying to wait for the ink to dry. But it looks like as of right now, this week's game for video, since it came in a little late,
this week's will be up in the air.
It'll be audio for sure on WVJS this week for Apollo fans that can't make the trip.
Every football game for Apollo, the WVJS, which is really cool with Edge because, the Steels – they started WVJS. You got to go all the way back, and so even
a little tradition.
Yeah, even John was talking about that. It's really cool now that his teams will be on VJS, and so they will take over at VJS. It'll be the home of the Eagles, and they'll be live streamed. They'll be live streamed on the Cromwell Media YouTube pages, and so I'm really looking forward to it. Have every football game, basketball, baseball, and softball.
Looking forward to it. And that's big for the folks because you're about to go on the road, right, down to Murray this week. That's a long trek for some Apollo fans.
Absolutely.
If you can't make the trip,
we're going to do everything we can to make sure that Friday's game is live streamed, but that may not be a possibility.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
But it will be. I'm like,
Heritage Hills.
You're going to call it, though?
Yes, it'll be on the radio no matter what. We're definitely
audio
down there.
VJS.
Audio on VJS at the bare minimum for week 1, and then that will give us to week 2 where you'll have it on both audio and on VJS. You'll have it on our audio stream at Cromwell Radio, or OwensboroRadio.com or the app, and then also on the Cromwell YouTube page. And there'll be a lot of fun things. We're going to have 4 live streams up on that YouTube page every Friday night now.
That's pretty good. Yeah, have like a little high school red zone.
Yeah, you'll have
Apollo, Catholic, Hancock, and McLean, right?
Yeah, well, McLean's another one is verbally agreed.
Verbally agreed.
Right.
That's
yeah,
right.
We're still waiting on the ink to dry on that one, but verbally agreed.
This game week, we got to start promoting something,
yes,
right?
So it looks like and for you McLean County fans that listen, you used to go into that McLean County Sports Network YouTube.
Right.
It won't be there. It'll be on Cromwell Media's YouTube page.
And we'll have the links all over.
Yes, we'll put the links out there.
So follow along on social media.
Just go subscribe because as soon as anybody goes live, you get the notification.
It just worked. It worked out because a couple times we tried to schedule this. Some things have come up that hasn't been. So I'm like, well, Monday's a good day. Monday's a day. Then
got the verbal agreement
today. I'm like, that's perfect. Logan's coming on. It'll be great. So circling all the way back full circle to the Apollo Eagles, man, and glad to have you back in town. Good to see you at church every Sunday, man. Right. And just looking forward to seeing what the future holds for you. No matter what it is, whether it's coaching or playing, man, I'm sure you'll be in for a bright future, man.
And what else do too, man? Maybe I can hire you as his trainer to get him ready for this 5K.
Okay.
He's got like a 5K. We're trying to get him to run. I know he's always said he's faking a hernia. But I think maybe we get you to train him. You could have him 5K in 25 minutes.
Okay.
I think you can do it, Logan.
25 is not
I could train him to play offensive line. I don't know about training him for a 5K.
You're right. He's like,
if you play offensive line, you can do a 30-minute 5K.
Maybe 35.
You keep adding 5 minutes every time.
It'll be 40 minutes before it's all said and done.
I mean, Nate Newton can come out right now and run a 35.
Well, I don't know about that one. but Logan, man, it is good to catch up with you. Good luck. And, man, I'm sure that this Friday night will be a lot of fun. Any predictions for Murray? No, I'm just
all I
kidding.
say is come out, watch the I almost said Golden Eagles.
There you did.
Golden Eagles.
Come watch the Eagles play. It's going to be awesome. Come out to our home opener here in a couple weeks. We have Heritage Hills, so just come watch us play. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that's
going to be a good one.
I'm eyeballing that one. That's going to be a massive game back at home. Week 2.
So big, we got to bring Blake and Baker in to call the game.
It'd be huge, man. It'd be huge. But enjoy the journey, man. If you ever need anything, reach out anytime.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
That's Logan Weedman, our Green River Area Federal Credit Union guest of the game. We're going to pause it for Karen Gross, realtor with RE/MAX Professional Realty Group. Your dream is her mission. Give her a call at 270-315-9810 or find her at karengross.net. It's live at 5, 1027 The Game.
What distinguishes Foreman Watson Houltrie from many other law firms? It's the pride we take in the communities we serve, stemming from the deep have in this region. We view giving back to our hometowns as an obligation, not an option. Foreman Watson Houltrie, dedicated to you, committed to justice. FWHlegal.com.
Yes, we can. Hi, I'm Chris Estes, owner of Above All Roofing and Seamless Gutters. From windows leaking air to installing new energy-efficient windows, we can do it. Gutters leaking after the last few rains? Upgrade to new 5 or 6 inch gutters with guards. Got a roof leak? We install premium roofing for your home or business. We've got an affordable solution for all your leaks. 270-313-4275.
Satisfaction guaranteed. Call Above All Roofing for your free estimate.
Lace up for a great cause. Join us September 26th at the Owensboro Health Park for the Stronger Than One 5K and Family Fun Mile benefiting Type 1 diabetes awareness. Enjoy games, music, food, and family fun while supporting local diabetes programs. Wear blue, raise awareness, and help make an impact in our community. Register today at owensborohealth.org/5K and join us September 26th at the Health Park.
Cabinet Doors and More off Highway 54 in Fordsville is way more than cabinets. Don't believe us? Come see for yourself. We have a wide variety of items from custom-made wardrobes to corner cabinets, kitchen islands, hallway and couch tables to nightstands, and even mantles for your fireplace. All in stock and ready to go. Come on out to Fordsville and shop with us so you can see why we are well worth a drive. Follow Cabinet Doors and More on Facebook for new weekly items. Cabinet Doors and More off Highway 54 in Fordsville.
Hi, this is Travis Houltrie from Foreman Watson Houltrie. From time to time, you've heard us say that we are built to win and have results that prove it. And what we mean by that is that we have a team of people that have been assembled for the task of litigating and helping people in their time of need with legal issues. So if we can ever be of assistance to you, find out why we are built to win and have results that prove it. Foreman Watson Holtree, FWHlegal.com.
Discover your new sanctuary at the Salt Room in Tell City. Step into our Himalayan salt room and let the stress melt away. Warm up and detox in our infrared sauna or boost your energy at the oxygen bar. Whether you need respiratory relief or just a peaceful place to reset, you'll find it here. Visit us at 1148 Main Street in Tell City and follow the Salt Room on Facebook for specials and updates. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Your wellness starts here at the Salt Room.
You know that weird squeaky sound your floor makes? Yeah, it's begging for a makeover. At Floor Concepts in Owensboro, they've got you covered, literally. Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, tile. If it goes on the floor, they've got it. Locally owned, super friendly, and pros at what they do. Floor Concepts makes upgrading your home easy and actually kind of fun. Swing by their location on 231 or check them out online at floorconceptinc.com. Floor Concepts, your feet will thank you.
Looking for a financial partner you can trust? Look no further than Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a new home, or need a loan, we've got you covered with competitive rates and personalized service. Join the community that cares about your financial well-being. Visit Green River Area Federal Credit Union at one of our 3 locations in Henderson, Greenville, or Owensboro and experience the difference today. Your money, your future, your credit union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to 5 at 5 with Steve and Coach on 1027 The Game. Love you, Coach.
It's Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtree, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner, Vic Evans here in the Floor Concept Studios. Big thanks to Logan Weedman for coming by. I've been a big fan of that young man for quite some time. Good to have him on the staff there at Apollo. And if you missed it, right, agreement in principle.
Yes.
The new home for the Apollo Eagles.
Yeah, WVJS. And then live stream too.
Love that, man. Love having Apollo on board. They'll slide in there to WVJS. Myself and the Three Stooges, most weeks outside of week 1, I will be available there to go on the bridge, right?
And live stream.
And what you're going to want to do, and you'll have Hancock as always on BIO with 3RSN, and you're going to have McLean County in principle, right? Agreed in principle on 97X. So what you're going to want to do, the number one thing that maybe you haven't done yet is subscribe to the Cromwell Media YouTube page.
If you subscribe to the YouTube page, then anytime it goes live, and there will be 3 games there every Friday night, you'll get a notification. We will also put those links out on our game graphics every week. You know how we always put it where you can find it on radio and audio stream and in the live stream too. But if you go and you subscribe to the Cromwell Media YouTube page, then anytime it goes live, you will get a notification.
Yeah, no, and it's going to be awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's taken some, trying to buckle down. That's why it's game week, and we're just making announcements because it's been in the works for quite some time.
Yeah, and I will
there's
say,
a lot of moving parts when you talk about live stream.
Yeah, and I will say week 1, because of the lateness with Apollo, I'm still waiting to get absolute clarification on the Rafferty's Bowl for Catholic. The plan is to live stream that if they allow us to.
Yeah, any game that we're allowed to live stream.
Right, and so at home you always will. And normally on the road you will too, since this is the Rafferty's Bowl. But I think so far I've gotten that hey, yeah, we're going to do it. I'm waiting for clarification. If I don't get it, we'll just ask for forgiveness first. So odds are Catholic will be live streamed on Saturday. And then we're going to do everything we can to get Murray Apollo live streamed on Friday.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of folks that would be interested in that Murray because it'd be hard to make that trip for some folks, the working folks out there. So hopefully we can get it. If not, worst case scenario for both of these, we'll have the audio for both. I mean, so the audio will be locked in, whether it's the bridge for Catholic or whether it's WVJS for Apollo. Locked in for that. But it's good to have Brigance back on the broadcast, too.
Yes.
Things were in flux last week. I didn't know how this was going to play out. I'm like, we can't really lose Briggs on the play-by-play because I thought he did an
the color.
The color,
yeah,
sorry.
I don't want him on play-by-play. No.
No, it was a good combination the way you guys had it last year. Really enjoyed that team last year, so we can keep that coming. And also, don't forget, speaking of Briggs, tonight, Beyond the Bench 100.
100th episode of Beyond the Bench.
Coming up next.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's they of course, they're joined by former UK great Kyle Macy.
Yeah.
And it's a great interview with Kyle Macy. He's, he was my first ever sports hero. Like, and I said on the thing that in my family growing up, and my dad, it was God, family, and Kyle Macy. And on Saturday afternoon when the Cats were on the radio or the TV. No, Macy was number one. God and family took a back seat for 2.5 hours or whatever. And but it's a great interview. We talk about growing up in the mid 70s and playing high school basketball, and maybe at that time would have been the mecca of high school basketball in Hoosierville.
Yeah,
Indiana high school basketball and
hysteria,
right?
Hoosier hysteria.
And we talk about the '78 team going to Purdue, his coaching career afterwards. So it's a really wide ranging interview with Kyle Macy, and a big thanks for him for doing
all
it.
These incredible guests that Beyond the Bench is getting. As we start to roll into football season, we're going to need some heavy hitters.
Well, hold on, don't make Logan Weedman feel bad. He just left. He may be listening on the radio, and you're like, they got Kyle Macy, and we got Logan Weedman.
Trust me, I'll take Logan Weedman all day, every day. I'm talking about like ESPN.
Yeah,
host.
we're working on.
I was trying to segue into a big potential interview.
I'm waiting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving Logan a tough time, and you. Yeah. No, that is in the works, and then when it's finalized, you'll know.
That's fair. I'm looking forward to that announcement when it can happen. All right, so it is game week. As we've discussed, tomorrow will be your Owensboro Health Top 10.
Mm-hmm.
The votes are coming in hot and heavy.
They turned in. It's ready to go. Don's making the graphic and all that. Yeah.
All right. I'm looking. I've not seen the top 10 yet.
I've emailed it to you.
Oh, well, I haven't. I've been really busy today.
Okay, well, I have
Believe
too.
it or not, I actually did work today. Well, I do work a lot of days. But yeah, so looking forward to that tomorrow, and we'll break all that down, even some teams that are right outside the top 10. Because this – you get to like Dave even said, I think from like 4 to 10, it's kind of a toss up.
I think 6 to 13.
You really want to go up to like 13 or 14. I think you can make a case for some teams.
I will make you this because I do all the tabulations. We have the voters that send in their thing. It's point system. This top 10, and I know it's preseason, but as you were talking about, like 4 to 13, 6 to 13, really 6 to 14. This top 10 had more teams getting vote than any top 10 we've done in any sport.
Interesting. Yeah, it's preseason, and the back end of it, there's some questions around, who's going to emerge and who maybe won't. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. But the pick'em will go up on Wednesday. And so we'll look at some of the games here. We got a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
So our statewide games this week will be Highlands at Frederick Douglass. So that'll be on the pick'em week. And you look at last year's game. I mean, what an incredible game. Double overtime last year between these two. Highlands coming off a 10-3 year last year. Douglass only 8-5, but they really rallied late in the season and had a heartbreaker to Ryle there in the playoffs. But the regular season matchup was tremendous. Hard game to pick.
2 top 15 schools in the KSR state poll.
High profile. Week 1 matchup statewide. We'll also have a couple other statewide games. McCracken at Paducah Tillman.
Mm-hmm.
Tillman dominated this last year. I saw Tillman Friday against Catholic. I think, the athletes all over creation.
They'll go in as a favorite in that game.
In their home. Yep. So I think they're favored, and they won huge last year. And then the other statewide game will be Bowling Green, the game that follows Owensboro Catholic.
Yeah, the other Rafferty's Bowl game.
Bowling Green and Bullitt East. And Bullitt East, 7-5 last year, lost under production. We've talked about Bowling Green, and maybe are they falling off? Well, I guess we're going to find out. And
we'll find out.
That's a game Bowling Green should win out of the gate.
I would think so.
In Bowling Green, not necessarily at the Donaldson, but yeah, Bullitt East and Bowling Green. So those are your statewide games in the pick'em. Your Indiana games in the pick'em, pretty straightforward. Heritage Hills at South Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots a huge favorite there. Tell City at Perry. Tell City huge favorites.
Correct.
There. So then you get into the third region type games. Edmonson County at Grayson County. They're not allowed to play each other in basketball.
Well, I wonder. Here's my question. I'm just curious about this.
Okay.
Now that some of those transfers have gone back to Edmonson, do you rethink the idea about playing basketball?
I would hope so.
I mean, I know they said it wasn't just because of the transfers. It was more about it was more about heated rivalry and
No,
something.
it was all to do with the transfers.
That's what I think too. So now that you got the transfers back, do you try to put if you're Edmonton, do you want to play that game back where you're not taking 2 losses?
If you're going to do that, wait till at least the football game's over, because the hype around this game is massive, because you may not see each other again until baseball season at this point. So this is a tobacco stick game. You don't even really need that to hype up this matchup. Normally these two teams
at a different level this year.
But it is. And I'm expecting the crowds to be at a fever pitch for that one. You got
this is the game, I think, when you look at it, because I think these are two teams that different people in the voting are bullish on.
Okay.
And I think this game kind of sets the pace right off. Not the Evanston Grace. I'm talking about the next one.
The next one? Which game are you talking about?
I'm talking.
I want to make sure I put them in order.
I'm talking about Brett County and Butler.
That's what I have next.
I think that, there are some people in our poll that are very bullish on Butler. There's some people in our voting poll that's very bullish on Brett.
I'm bullish on both teams.
I am, and I think this is a game that somebody could get a really nice win to start the year and really kind of set things in motion.
Yeah, and as I'm sitting here looking at this, I left Breck out of my top 10. And I don't know that I would have if I would have known.
Well, it's already.
I know. I'm just saying it. I don't know what that's going to look like tomorrow, but that'll be a great topic there. Breck, I forgot you. So put that on your bulletin board, right?
Yeah.
As you're going to Butler County.
There you go. Because I know you had Butler really high in his top 10.
I did have Butler. I think I had him 7 or 8.
7 or 8, yeah.
There. I think Butler's got potential, man, which, I mean, obviously Breck does too. We talked about the Spitzer thing, the offensive line, John Edge, DeWitt. They got a lot of guys on that Breck team. But this Butler team, outside of their district schedule, I expect them to do damage.
Very competitive.
And they looked good in the Hancock County scrimmage. So good. This is a tough game.
It is.
It's a really tough game. I mean, I'm sitting Butler right now because it's at Butler. If this game was in beautiful scenic Harnett, it might be flipped.
Well, and I'll say this. The one thing about our group chat where we pick games, you better win this year because it's worth something.
I know.
Because QB1 has taken care of it.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, the winner of our group, right? Now we'll have a prize for the winner of the overall pick'em.
Right.
That we'll give away at
fans,
Cromwell.
yeah.
Yes. But our group winner, Foreman Watson Holtree, is sending them to dinner and a hotel room for the night downtown.
That's insane.
That is insane.
That's what Travis does, though.
I know.
I mean, this is just, I mean, what Travis does for us here at Cromwell is second.
And then for the community as a whole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, just speaking specifically for what we do, I mean, just what a supporter. And that's fun. That spices it up a little bit. That'll be great throughout the season. But, man, this is one of those games that could make or break you.
Early. I think the next one, too.
Yeah. Henderson, Pulaski.
Yes.
Yeah. And Henderson at Pulaski. I lean Pulaski here.
New coach, though.
Yeah, a little bit of a changing of the guard. They did graduate a little bit. Pulaski won this game 44-21 last year in a Henderson team that struggled early.
Yeah, but Henderson had to play 5 quarterbacks in that game.
100%.
Like, he literally was looking
and it was
around.
a whole new system and stuff, too. So if this game was flipped, if Pulaski was coming to Henderson this year, it might be a little tougher. I'm
going to make a call. Yeah. I think Henderson goes on the road and gets a win.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm not making that bet yet. I'm not in the group chat yet.
We're just excited as game week. I mean, I like looking at the games and talking about actual things that are going to happen instead of just stuff we have to talk about. But let's go to Hancock County and John Hardin. Hancock got the better of it 42-28 last year. John Hardin lost quite a bit, but Hancock struggled a little bit in the scrimmages.
I have.
Be interesting to see. I favor Hancock in the game. But John Hardin on the road, certainly no pushover. And then I saw where Meade had performed pretty well against Barron County the other night in their scrimmage. And they're hosting South Oldham in a game where South Oldham will be favored 5 and 6 year last year. Their quarterback's back. But it'll be interesting to see what the final of that one, if Meade can stay competitive versus a pretty good South Oldham program. And that's something to watch for come Friday night. Move it over to 10th District action. How about Ohio County? The new look Eagles coming off, I thought, a very impressive scrimmage performance against Edmonson County this past Friday night. And now you're going down to Warren East, maybe biting off a little more than you can chew down there on the blue turf. But I mean,
if you can go down there,
a 2-win team. They play a really tough schedule.
But if you can go down there, and even if you go down there and lose and be really competitive, that will bode well for your schedule that you play for the rest of the year for the majority of the games.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think, man, I don't know. There's something in the air in Ohio County. I think they're in for a big step forward.
I think so too.
Like the growth, and even talking to Caleb about it, the growth that they see from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2, I think it speaks volume of the coaching that's being done there.
Yes.
And so I think as you look at this team week 1 versus what you're going to see week 5, I mean, I think you're going to see just growth throughout the entire season as long as everybody buys in and stays on board with what Coach Holzclaw is selling. I think they're going to be okay. The next game is the toughest game to pick of the week, I think. I mean, it's one of the toughest.
Apollo at Murray?
No, I actually went 10th district back to back.
Okay.
Because this is a 10th district matchup.
Oh, McLean and Muhlenberg.
McLean and Muhlenberg. Man, and you know, McLean County at home last year, 18-0.
Yeah, had like 50 total yards.
Right, it was tough. It was, and to be clear, McLean had some things before the season with the kid getting injured, the quarterback, and there was some things, moving parts there. Defense still played pretty well, limited Muhlenberg to 18. But now I think you're fully prepared now going over to Muhlenberg County, Clay Wilkin and company. This is a complete toss-up.
When it's this much of a toss-up, I usually send to go find who has the best playmaker on the field at any one time, and Clay Wilkin is that to me.
Stratton, you hear that, Stratton?
Yeah,
put that on the bulletin board.
All right, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
But
like that's the matchup, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Stratton's going to find him right out there and see let the best team win the game, and it should be a good one there. You'll hear it on 97X coming up and live streamed tentatively.
At Cromwell Media.
That's right.
Cromwell Media live stream.
That's right. Looking forward to that one. We'll get into our city games here. Apollo at Murray. WVJS special. The 48-34 was the final. You called it last year.
Called it last year. The second quarter took like 7 hours and 42 minutes.
You know, looking back where we were sitting this time last year, we were like, if Apollo loses this game, it means that they're not the team that we thought they were going to be. This is a game they need to win. And then what happened? Murray went all the way to the 3A final, right? And so Apollo still ended up being that team we thought they were.
Yes.
So it tells you what preseason football talk means. It doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot.
Listen, I said this the other day, and I truly, truly believe this. If Apollo, the one thing about Murray, you had the great quarterback last year, and he was so good at play action. Apollo really struggled to stop the run. And then when they had to finally sell out to run, Murray was so good with their play action passes and hit big plays.
Wyatt Robbins was special.
Right. So to me, can you get off the field on 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 5 if you're Apollo, or will they just run the ball down your throat? And if Apollo does that, I think Apollo wins this game. I'm very bullish on this Apollo team. I think it's going to be a great game, and I'm really looking forward to going down there and covering it.
I think it's on the Apollo offense, and we'll break this game down later in the week, and I mean, because right now there's so much change on the defensive side. Not to say the defense won't be good and it won't come along. I know Coach Edge will get them together. Like I said about Ohio, throughout the season, they'll get better and better every week. But out of the gate, playing a really good team on the road, you're going to go with that experience.
Pieces that you lost on defense.
And a lot. And I think Max is at that point in his career where he's going to embrace the opportunity instead of letting the pregame nerves get to him. I think he's going to embrace it. I think he puts the team on his shoulders. And I think he gets it done at Murray. As of right now,
wouldn't surprise me.
I'm rolling with the Eagles on the road. Davis County's at Logan County. That will be a tall task, but it'll at least be educational.
It'll be more about just getting your feet wet, right? Playing your first varsity action.
Yeah, just trying to take each rep and improve from rep to rep for Davis County throughout the season. That's a tall task down there at Logan. And then Friday night, we'll wrap up the biggest game. The main event Friday night is the Owensboro Red Devils taking on St. X at Rash Stadium.
Yeah,
I mean, that is going to be an incredible atmosphere.
When we do put out the Pick'em contest, that will be your tie-breaking game. So you give us the winner and the score for that one. And, it's going to be tremendous. I mean, like I said, this is the last hurdle for Owensboro to really knock down and go get you a big-time state win. I have Owensboro in my top 5 in my KSR poll. I've got St. X. I think I've got Owensboro at 4 and St. X at 5. They're right there together, or they're 5 and 6. I think this cements you as one of the top 4 teams in the state if you can go out there and get a win.
It's tough to predict it because St. X is turning the page for some
new
big players.
Not only that, you got a new coach.
There's a lot of moving parts. I think that favors Owensboro.
But I think that
it's just because it's known.
But I think also the quarterback is back. I think he's a 3-year starter for him, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe that's right. They lost the running game a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, they're going to be big and physical up front.
Fundamental.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they're not the more physical team. I really wouldn't. But I think Owensboro's the more athletic team. So which one wins? The more brooding, physical team or the team with athletes all over creation?
Listen,
and Owensboro settled into what they do. It's a lot of meat.
You can make a case. You can make a case if you can go with Owensboro. We talk about floor and ceiling. If you can start the year 2-0, you may be ranked number 2 in the KSR poll. Just below Trey. Maybe you may jump Trinity if they were to get beat.
You would be number 2 if you beat Cal and St. X. But the focus right now is on St. X.
On the St. X.
And you're at Rash. So this is it, man.
It'll be a packed house.
It's a great opportunity for the Devils. It's a great opportunity. That's the way I look at it.
Without a doubt.
Win or lose, you go 0-2 out of the gate and you're competitive, you're winning another state title. There's your consolation.
Hold on, you go 0-2 and you're not competitive, guess what? You're going to win a state title just like you did last year.
That's true. It's 38-7 last year. Remember that?
And I think it was 28-0 the next week.
Yeah, yes. So it was, it was a little bit
But I think you have this.
You're going to be better this year.
I think it's the second longest winning streak in the state right now, 13 games.
I think so, yeah.
So you might as well go ahead and just keep winning.
Keep adding to it, no doubt. Last but not least, because we saved it for last because it's on a Saturday, right down at the Rafferty's Bowl, Catholic and Boyle.
We get 4:00 Sark Saturday. It's the first game.
Be early on down there at Hilltopper Nation down there at WKU. Yeah, man. I mean, I saw Catholic Friday night, man.
They looked really good.
I've completely changed
but I'll say,
my thoughts.
Here's my thing. I think Catholic is going to be a lot better than people thought. I thought they played really, really well. Had a couple small things. They should have been up 21-0. They dropped a touchdown up 14-0. Then you had on the next drive that Tillman went down and scored. You got the touch on the quarterback they didn't call. He threw the big pass.
Yeah.
They ended up scoring. Then you fumbled the next kickoff.
Right.
So very easily you could have been up 21. Like the score was not as close. The overall score was not as close as the final score.
I agree. I think in watching the first half, I thought Catholic was the better team on the field.
I did too.
By a couple touchdowns. And that's a Paducah Tillman team that's 2 years removed from a state title.
And last year the final semifinalists.
Yeah.
But
in 4A.
But here's the problem I have. You're going Saturday to play Boyle County. That's a whole different. They're 5 out of 6. And then I just sit there and talked about when it's really two close teams, or I don't know what I do. I just go get the best player in the field. Hands down, the best player on the field come Saturday is going to be Seneca Driver.
Ooh. Hold on now.
I'm just telling you.
The QB that I saw Friday night.
Seneca Driver goes both ways. He had like 4 sacks in their game too.
It doesn't, what I'm saying is I think that QB for the Aces.
Well, no, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm not saying he's not good.
What I'm saying is what we did this little thing a couple weeks ago. We're like, is he going to throw for more yards? But man, he looked incredible.
Oh, he did.
I mean,
no,
I was floored.
He'll be by far and away.
I called all of his games last year. He's on a whole nother level.
He is.
He is on another level than he was last year. And that's just a scrimmage against Tillman, and maybe I'm overreacting to that. But he was distributing the football all over the field.
No,
I thought so in command.
I thought he looked tremendous. I am the biggest Trey Mel Carruthers fan. But Seneca Driver's a top 20 kid in the country.
We should have called this segment Bulletin Board. You ready, Aces? This guy's calling your game. Yeah, I'm in Anaheim, California. Don't worry. We'll have enough Riley and enough Nick to make sure that we
I used to love Seneca Driver. Then he decided to go to Oklahoma instead of Notre Dame, but he's still the best player on the field.
Because
he goes both ways.
He is tough. There's no doubt. It'll be a tall task.
I don't know who they guard him with because he's like 6'4".
I saw his highlights from the scrimmage. And
that sack he had.
4 sacks.
Yeah, good luck.
Pretty good player. There's no doubt about that.
He reminds me a lot of like how Michael Mayer was whenever he was led
just a man amongst boys.
Right. When he led, he was at Covcath. When he led them to the state championship, like he was just like, we're winning.
A quarterback.
Yeah,
we're
winning.
He just won the ball.
That's what Seneca Driver kind of reminds me of.
It's good. And Boyle's got a really good QB on the other side there. It'd be a great one, man. You talk about way to start the season. Those 2 games alone are enough to fuel your fire. We come back. We'll talk a little NFL preseason storylines. Also have an interesting question for you that's completely off the beaten path, but I want to know what your take is on it.
I'm all
Heard
for
it on
it.
Pardon My Take today. We're going to talk about it next live at 5, 1027 The Game.
I wasn't expecting breakfast when I wandered into 270 Tactical, but they had biscuits and donuts and a welcome like home. The folks at 270 Tactical helped me pick a firearm without any pressure, just honest advice and a handshake. If you want to shop like family and actually enjoy Saturday mornings, swing by for breakfast and a look around.
Experience the difference for yourself. The team at 270 Tactical is always ready to help. 270 Tactical is located at 1737 Sherm Road in Owensboro.
If hunger's calling you, go to Moonlight Barbecue. Stop in today, eat their buffet. You'll be satisfied and on your way. It's down on Parish Avenue. That's Moonlight Barbecue.
At Farmers Home Furniture, we say yes to hometown comfort and yes to affordable monthly payments. Say yes to the Emma Slate sofa, Beckley recliner, or Sammy 3-piece twin bedroom package. Just $34 a month. For even more style, say yes to Cambeck 3-piece queen bedroom package or the Wild & Hour 5-piece dinette. Only $43 a month. Want easy payments that fit your life? That's yes financing. It's simple, flexible, and made for you. Farmers Home Furniture, your hometown store.
Roofing ain't no hobby. He's a pro, and his name is Robbie. So don't fool around with amateurs, doggone it. And don't worry about the roof. Robbie's on it.
Roof trouble? Call Robbie Lee. 270-929-2786.
Don't worry about the roof. Robbie's on it.
Whether you're flipping burgers in the backyard or feeding a full-blown crowd, one sauce shows up ready to win. It's Van Etten's award-winning Pitmaster Barbecue Sauce. Packed with bold flavor, smoky goodness, and that straight-off-the-pit taste. Go classic with original. Turn it up with sweet heat. Or bring the fire with hot and spicy. However you grill it, make it unforgettable. Grab yours today at Hillview Farms, Rural King, or Reed's Orchard. Van Etten's. Pit perfect every time.
When something goes wrong with your plumbing, it never happens at a good time. It happens fast, and it needs fixed fast. Call RFI Plumbing. We're local, licensed, fully insured, and ready to handle everything from emergency leaks to everyday repairs and full plumbing projects. No guesswork, no runaround. Just clear communication, quality work, and a good job done right. When it matters most, trust the local pros at RFI Plumbing.
Let's get back to Live at 5 with Steve and Coach on 1027 The Game.
Live at 5, brought to you by Foreman Watson Holtry, FWHlegal.com. Stephen A. Turner, Vic Evans here, getting ready for Beyond the Bench 100. You can hear it right after we go off the air. Congratulations to those guys, man. In all seriousness, it's great to have them.
Oh, they've been
a
great teammates of ours. And like I said, it's Kyle Macy in the Canty Dairy Queen list this week. The top 4 or 5 moments of the first 99 episodes of Beyond the Bench.
I love it. That's great. No, that's great. And I can't wait for the next conspiracy theory episode. I'll sit in on that.
There you go.
I'll definitely sit in on that.
There you go.
Question I heard today on Pardon My Take before we get to the NFL. We only got a few minutes. Okay, if every human stands and puts their hands down to their side, no matter what their height is, it's the same distance from the tip of their middle finger to the ground.
No.
That's what Hank said today on Pardon My Take. And then it got to the point where they almost were like, wait a minute, this might be true. His thought was there's no – unless you're like Shaq or somebody like that, that's different. But like most normal average height humans, if you put your hands down, your arm length, it's going to match up to where everybody has the same distance to the ground. Because his thought process is there's not sizes of golf clubs.
Yeah, there are.
Like, you can't go get like a size 10 golf club or a size 9 golf club. That was his argument. And I'm like, is there sizes of golf clubs?
Yes.
But they had a picture of Altuve and Judge. And they're trying to compare because Altuve.
First of all,
I mean, come on.
that tells you how much golf you played. There's people that go get fitted for clubs all the time. Now they sell one type of standard set
Right,
that
standard
you go
size.
buy off.
That's what he was saying. It's like there's not really a size.
The first
golf
thing
club.
people will tell you, dude, if you're gonna be serious about golf, is you go get fitted for it.
See,
because
obviously he's not
you
serious
get your
about
length.
golf.
You also get your lie angle. Like every degree your lie angle's off.
Right.
It's
I
like,
gotta be honest.
It's like 10 yards left or right of your target when you hit it pure.
They had me going for a second. Like,
what? Do you not hear people like, hold on.
I'm
so
like, wait a minute.
are you
is that
telling
true?
me
It's like you're tall, maybe your arms?
no,
maybe
but
that's right,
you hear
and if
people
you're
like
short, you
he's
have shorter
6'4",
arms.
but he has like a 7'2" wingspan.
Right. They started talking about the wingspan.
Yeah, so no.
I thought it was an interesting question. It ended up
Tony
being like
Delk
a 30-minute conversation.
Think about Tony Delk.
Yeah.
Just think
Oh,
about
yeah.
that. Like he almost tied his shoes standing up.
Right, I know. Like, so, yeah, it's obviously false.
Yes.
That's what they
I mean, I
determined.
wouldn't. That's what I would think it's false. I'd have been in a heartbeat.
But such a out of nowhere conversation
because
they're talking about golf clubs and like, if you put your arms down, everybody's the same length. Doesn't matter how long your clubs are.
So fake.
And Big Cat's like, that's not what did you just say? Did you just say that? Hold on. And then they have to go through this whole thing and have me thinking, and I'm like, well, maybe he's right.
No, that sounds like something Briggins would say.
Yeah, well, there you go. What's your biggest reaction from the NFL preseason?
The Browns are really going to be terrible. Their quarterback of the future is nowhere on their roster. The whole thing that you used to get last year about Shedeur Sanders and how he was screwed over and all this other stuff, totally false.
I was going to ask if the real loser. I think the thing I took out of it was, do we owe the Rams an apology for the way we reacted when they drafted Ty Simpson?
No.
I think we're going to end up owing him an apology.
Yes, but I don't think so because I think you could have got him later, and you could have got you could have got a piece to really help him.
JJ McCarthy.
There you go.
Oh my gosh!
I just want
hit that billboard.
Get Aaron Darnold into camp and let him get
I
him
don't know
signed.
anything about quarterbacks.
Hey, beyond the bench. Up next,
live at 5 on 102.7 The Game. Special thanks to Foreman Watson Haltree for sponsoring the preceding broadcast. FWHlegal.com. Tune in next time for Live at 5 on 102.7 The Game.
It's the question.